Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your lad DJ Wack here, and I'm back with another Apex topic video for you guys over here. And to be honest, guys, I feel like I've done about 100 videos to do with Mirage, but seeing as I usually cover vids talking about his buffs and actually defending my main legends back, the community still feels Mirage is not good enough for and lacks the actual ability to provide pro gameplay. So what I'm going to do on this video, guys, is I've just done personal research. I've gone through the community on Reddit and even going to share a bit of my own 2 cents behind what buffs Mirage should be able to get and make him just get into that higher tier gameplay. But before I do get this video started, I just want to clear this off my chest. I feel like Mirage can hold his own really well, and the current abilities are good enough for me to perform and survive. However, if we are to tweak him, these are 5 ideas that I do have for him. But at the end of the day, this is one of those things, guys. I feel like all legends can back themselves up quite well. Obviously, it depends on the tier listing that some people perform better than others, and pro gamesmanship does actually impact the overall, tier table. But you're talking about the majority of 1% of Apex Legends players or Master players that are able to create that top tier gameplay. In majority of casual gameplay, you don't need to worry about it. So let's kick it off with firstly the passive ability that you can see over here, the skydive. Now, I do feel like this is quite useless, to be honest. Skydive decoys doesn't provide much benefit other than making it look like you're landing somewhere else or that your team is landing first. Most of the times, if you are teamed up with randomers, chances are they're going to split off from you too. So I've got a bit of a solution to keep the team together and make the passive more reliable. So on the initial skydive deploy, once the decoy lands, I would like them to move around for the first 20 seconds to actually appear like they are real players. Each of their legend will even get their own duplicate version of themselves. As long as you stick with Mirage on that skydive deploy, you'll get that version. And then your allies can also pause or move around the decoy by pressing the D-pad, the down on the D-pad button, just like Mirage does with his normal ability. But like I said, it should only last for a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds at tops. But I think these crucial seconds can actually make a bit of a difference, especially if your team decides to go for a hot drop and create a little bamboozle of their own. Plus, it kind of gives them more of a good reason for the team to actually stick together rather than splitting off to their own. I doubt it's going to stop any Wraith mains actually over there from not going out there like they're Rambo. But either way, guys, let me know what you think of this one, because this is, I feel like it's quite a unique idea that I've come up with, and I feel like it can work for just a bit more of that bamboozling effect. Anyway, guys, we're going to move on to Mirage's main ability, and that's obviously the decoy. Now, since the original dark days of Mirage, it's had a massive improvement. You can now obviously imitate your Mirage's movement with the decoy. However, this one can easily be tweaked up as well. So what I like for the decoy to do is just basically be just a lot more smarter when you initially deploy it. At the moment, the decoys can't go through portals, they can't zip line, they can't climb up walls. So the easy solution is to basically add these imitation onto that ability to simply put it this way. For example, guys, like let's just say you got a Wraith teammate, they place a portal and your decoy actually goes through that portal as well. Imagine the team on the other side like getting confused by that bamboozle Mirage coming through, wasting that precious bullets, and then you go, all your team goes in and rampages across. I feel like you can create some great interesting gameplays. Even if you were to use the zip line, for example, for the decoy, your enemy team could feel like you're escaping, and obviously it buys you either seconds to go on the offensive or just run away and regroup. I feel like these are little things that can help the decoy just be a lot more, unnoticeable, not traceable as well, give it that bit of bamboozle effect. And I don't know how much of difficult coding this will be for the Respawn to do, but I feel like these little tweaks can actually make the decoy just a lot more harder to identify overall. Moving on, guys, again with his main ability, and I like to call this one the Mirage de Trois, and put it simply, as Mirage says it himself, that's where you fight 3 of me at once. At the moment, you only deploy 1 decoy, so easy, simple solution. Let's increase that to 2. So you got the Mirage de Trois over there. the main one and the 2 decoys. Now, I feel like that can create just a bit more of that distraction as well, that actually able to provide you that bit more crucial seconds. For example, if you got 2 decoys used, one goes on the left, one goes on the right, you run straight down the middle. Your enemy team's confused which one of the 3 is it going to be. It obviously decreases the chance of spotting the right Mirage straight away, because at the moment it is a 50-50 as to whether you're going to hit the right Mirage or the wrong Mirage. But giving the Mirage a bit more of a chance to escape and a bit more of a chance to be harder to identify, again, I feel like this is going to trick most people that are obviously you're going to be going up against, especially on casual gameplays. Most people do have difficulties telling apart the original Mirage to the decoy, so 3 of them is going to be quite confusing, and I feel like it is simple. It's a very, very simple improvement that Respawn can add on to the game as well. Let me know what you guys think of this one, because this one actually has been floating around the community for quite some time, and like I said, it goes with the phrase Mirage de Trois. Why are we not using that phrase to actual real gameplay? Finally, guys, I'm going to talk about Mirage's Ultimate. And again, this has had a massive improvement since the dark days. Currently, if you activate Mirage's Ultimate, there's a small gap, but a very noticeable deployment gap. I would like to see this activated more quickly, and for the decoys to rush out almost instantly, completely shadowing Mirage and bamboozling the enemy within a flash. This is another simple, detailed upgrade. However, in a game as intense as Apex Legends, these crucial seconds is the difference between life and death, especially when you're getting close to the end game, where it is pretty much everyone on the small circle, easy to identify. Mirage needs them seconds to buy in and regroup himself and not be deployed, because when you do activate Mirage's main ability at the moment, there's still a noticeable second or 2 that I would say that your enemy can shoot you and spot you out. If you reduce that to almost instantaneously, then that will get you them seconds as well to keep your shields, to keep you alive, to actually go and escape, and also create that massive distraction for your enemy as well. I think this is one of the things that can be easily implemented, and it will just make Mirage so much more better in terms of overall pro gameplay. And finally, guys, my last upgrade that I want to go on about is for decoys to actually fire blank rounds and cause more chaos. I covered this on a previous video. Now, this was a suggestion thrown around the community beforehand, and the main reason this has actually been added on there is because top tier gameplay lobbies, like those who are in Master Lobby or in Apex Predator levels, they can easily spot the difference a mile away. With a Mirage decoy, they literally have no issues identifying a decoy whatsoever. Now, by adding on these blank fires, it creates a bit more of a distraction and more of a panic vibe, I would like to say. That even pro game players would probably hesitate a bit too much. A bit of the downside of this, there is a lot of firepower going around if these decoys, especially the ultimate decoys, with there's 6 of them, like firing all these blank rounds everywhere, it might easily alert a third-party team. However, again, using this could give you the chance to escape, regroup, or even go in for the offensive with a bit more confidence. At the end of the day, even some pro players will have a bit of difficulty, like telling apart certain Mirages if all 6 of them are shooting live blank rounds at the moment, and you don't know which one's the original, because you're more intense to fire, you're more intense to actually run away and not get damaged, especially if you don't know what you're shooting at. This is what you call working with the panic vibe, and obviously creating that absolute confusing environment, which is what Mirage is basically there for. He is there to bamboozle, create a confusing environment, and ultimately waste your enemy's bullets. So then it gives you the chance to obviously go ahead and have a full round of crypt to drill them in, knowing that they can't respond as fast enough as you can. I feel like this is something that should be actually added on quite soon onto the game, because again, a lot of people, like especially the top tier levels, they have mentioned the only issue with Mirage is it's very easy to identify his decoys. This, which is why I like to separate in the beginning of the video. When it comes to casual game players, when it comes to usual lobbies, even ranked lobbies on platinum or in gold level, etc., your decoys work absolutely fine. It's just literally top tier players, the top 1%, that are really, really good at this game, that can identify the ultimate. Now, that's not covering the mass amount of community that Apex does have. have. However, again, if we want Mirage to be more recognized, more respectable, then this is something that I'd like to see implemented. Anyway, guys, that's the 5 ideas I've got for you lot today. Please let me know what you reckon to these ideas. At the end of the day, it's just one of those things, like I said, a lot of people do share their thoughts on the community forums or to share their thoughts on any trends that they can find over here. And I feel like it's one of those things, I do want to see Mirage get more respect than he actually gets at the moment. I'm always going to be a Mirage main because I just love his abilities overall. I've covered this on in previous videos as well, but I just like his overall characteristics, his gameplay. For me, it works. But like I said, guys, these are just my ideas. It's just one thing that I like to share across. But if you do have some time and you did appreciate this video, please don't forget to leave a like, because it does help out a small YouTuber like myself. Don't forget to comment if you've got anything else to share on the community. I'm happy to always listen to you guys. If you've got any questions, I'm happy to respond to you lot. And yeah, if you happen to be new over here, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get up to 2K by next year. It'll be great to see more subscribers on my YouTube channel. I know it's been increasing slightly a bit at the moment, but appreciate all the feedback and the positivity messages. Guys, I wish you a fantastic holiday. Enjoy your Christmas. Stay safe, obviously. I'll see you guys on the Apex Legends. You'll be left with this final little bit of gameplay for you guys to enjoy. But yep, I will be back with another vid as usual later on next week. Anyway, guys, this has been your glad DJ Wake. I'll see you all next time. Peace up.
You got bamboozled.
I think possibly he might be Saudi Arabian.
هلا اجا الزعيم العظيم.